Good afternoon, ICC friends. It is your girl, Xaviera. And thank you for tuning into a very, very, very special episode of the Ice Cream Convos Podcast. Y'all see this queen sitting up here. Listen, when I said we don't need a Lady A, we already got a Lady A. Well, guess who I got in the building today? I have the queen, none other than the Lady A. And I also have Mr. John Oliver in the building, producer extraordinaire. So we are going to have a great time today. Queen, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Oh, honey, look, Empress. I'm going to call you the Empress. Oh. You're the Empress of all. That is right. Thank you for having me back. I really do appreciate you so much. You are an inspiration to my soul. I love young people that you on fire, girl. I'm just going to say that. You're on fire. And all my audience members, y'all need to check her out consistently.
Listen.
Okay?
I'm just trying to keep up with you, Queen. You are looking beautiful. I'm loving your attire today. You know, John is over here giving us beautiful hair, beautiful beard. We got it going on today. Okay? We cute today. We are cute. But Queen, I just want to begin by just telling you just how much I admire you and just how much I love you and how much I appreciate you for taking the time out to come speak with us today. I became aware of you when I was writing a story, and the story was about how a country music group decided to change their name to the name of an already established stellar blues and soul singer from Seattle, and just decided they were going to take this name. And so I was doing a podcast, on Friday nights, I come on and I talk to my audience live. And I said, I need to talk about this. So I started talking about it. And y'all, I just lost my cool somewhere in between. But I just said everything, and I just spoke from my heart. And I talked about, just everything that was wrong with that situation, everything that transpired to my knowledge with the situation. And then I shared the video on social media and it went viral. Yes. It went viral. So the video goes viral and I'm like, yes, I was like, we already got a Lady A. We don't need a new Lady A. Yes. But wait, Queen, when I started getting my directions mixed up and I was like, wait, I was so.
Loves that podcast.
I think I'm gonna have to run that video back, but I just was so fired up for you because you are in the game 2 decades, 20 years, making that good soul music. Listen, if I wasn't in here stomping my foot and when you sing, I talk back to you, Queen. Okay. So with that being said, I am so happy to have you here today just to talk to you and to talk about this new single. And, I'm just so excited to have you here. So Queen, for the children who don't know, Queen Lady A, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, this is for the people in the back.
For the folks in the back.
For the people,
the newcomers. The
newcomers.
Yes.
We appreciate you. We love you. We embrace you. I am Lady A, the original, the real Lady A. Mm-hmm. And I'm from Seattle, Washington. Like many artists, blues artists and soul artists, I came, from a gospel background. My producer, John Oliver, has been with me for 20 plus years of my career. He's the reason why I even went solo. Mm-hmm. Back in we started in 2009, why I went solo. And I enjoy music. My music is not the typical blues soul singer. I come with a message. It can be funny sometimes, just to entertain you, but really I'm hoping to encourage and inspire somebody through the music while you're having a good time, because we're not here just to be here for ourselves. We're here to spread love, network, help people where we can, especially those who are disenfranchised, those who, who don't have what we have. Why get somewhere? Why get to a point where you have everything that you dreamed of, everything that God has promised me, I have.
Yes.
I've got to the point where, I'm getting ready to retire from a day job, be a full-time musician, but in the meantime, I was grinding both. And you know how that can be. you
Girl, I
know.
know that grind. I
That's
know
why,
that grind.
and so after, it'll be 25 years on the job. Well, I was singing before that job.
Hmm.
So, so I'm hoping that people, what they get from my music is that they can be inspired, that they can do. Just trust and believe. God got
Hmm.
you. I'm gonna tell you that. God got you.
Yes. And
This journey
Queen, your music feels so good. It feels good because I'm one of the people on Spotify. Hello. And I was listening on Spotify and I was trying to get back to the new single, but then I ended up in a song about feeling good and I said, "Hold on now."
all
And you
doing
said, "Now, oh, listen." And I'm saying, "Hold on." And I love you came in and you was like, "Listen, you ain't got to worry about how I'm feeling." Cause I said, okay, so this is what we doing.
fine.
So I'm
I'm
sitting
doing
here like
fine.
this. I'm just sitting and
Doing
I'm just
fine.
working and I'm jamming. And one of the things that you said, like your music always has a message. It's always something uplifting. It's always something positive. And you cannot sit still and listen to your music. I don't care if you got to do a little shimmy shimmy like this or you got to stop your foot and do your head. You cannot sit still and listen to your music. And I love it because
Oh, thank you.
it just feel, and you know what else? Listening to your music, it feels like I know you on a personal like you are able to connect to your audience.
Yeah.
And as someone who tried to sing before, you know, yeah, listen,
Come on.
listen, I'm gonna send you my two little albums from back
Okay,
in the
you do
day.
that.
Hey,
And you'll know why I went to podcasting. See, you'll know why I'm writing these blog posts now, right? So, but that was one of the things that I had trouble with. And immediate from the moment you open your mouth and the moment, listen, John, I ain't forgot about you because them tracks, I was like, hold on now. The minute the music starts, the minute you start singing, there's like an instant connection. And
Bless.
so I guess that's why I just felt like I got to protect the queen. I got to let people know what's going on out here.
You
So
know,
I just want to tell you
it's
that.
important. And thank you so much. I always love when young people get it. When you get it,
Yes.
I have a lot of, we have a lot of young people that like the music. And with everything that's been going on with those other folks who I refuse to say their name, those other
Yes.
people, I have garnered new audience members. Thank you, Lord. We love it. We're thankful. We really are. But I have a great team of people. John, like I said, has been with me for 20 plus years. So when he writes for me, we write from that spiritual,
Yes.
growth that we both have had.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is in a spiritual place wherever they are. Those of us who believe we are all at different levels, I believe. But I'm hoping that that those levels level out after a
Yes.
while, and you come to peace. Because peace, if you get peace within yourself, the other things, they're just a part of life. And
Right.
I get that from John a lot, from my producer in Mississippi, Dexter Allen,
Yes.
my booking agent, Kimberly Horton, from our writers, the band that we work with. I have to be at peace with these things now. John,
Yes.
because I know you
I
look
listen. I'm like John. So John, how is it creating music with this queen? Because
oh,
she's just so vibrant and she's such a ball of wonderful energy. So how is it working with her in the studio and creating these amazing timeless songs with her?
tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell
Tell
it all. I'm
shame the
gonna tell it
devil.
all. Shame the
Shame the
devil.
devil.
No, listen. I've had the honor of working with her, of actually watching her perform since I was a teenager. Right? She was a
Mm,
director at Greater Mount Baker Missionary Baptist Church. Right, and I went to Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, but she was a directress. But you notice that when she come up to direct the choir, she had a certain energy about her, even when she was directing, even though her back was to the audience. So I've kind
mhm.
of watched her from then on until she was even a background singer, right?
Mm.
Singing background. When she sang background, she gave it her all,
Yes.
112%. And so when she became a lead singer, I was like, man, she's a fireball. Right. And so when I joined the band, now listen, she didn't want me in the band at first because I was
Here
too
we
young.
go.
She said I was too young, but we all know that's ageism. And it's a blessing that she didn't have her way. Otherwise, she wouldn't have me to torment her all this time. Right.
See?
But so I got in the band, but I'm kind of like you. When I saw how the audience responded to her, I said she needs her own introduction. This is
Yeah.
somebody who needs their own theme music. So what we started doing is the band would play like an opening song, then we'd bring her out, and I would bring her out with this huge like circus introduction.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hardest working lady in blues, this whole big circus introduction, and people would go crazy. As soon as Lady A hit the stage, it was like a whole different scene. I mean, people would literally be dancing on top of the bars.
Okay.
And listen, the place would have to shut us down because we would keep on playing. Right.
Oh,
I mean, the owner would be like, you guys got to stop. We got to close down. We can't serve no more drinks. But, it was always a party with Lady A. So when we started writing music, we wanted to write music that was fun. Right. And now that you say like that song Doing Fine, that song Doing Fine is a song you could dance to and also fold clothes to.
Listen, let me tell you something. Listen, fold clothes, clean up. That's the Saturday morning music when you got to get that house together.
Right.
And going forward, I'm going to let people know you ain't got to ask how I'm doing, because I'm doing fine.
I'm doing fine.
Right.
Right.
That song, I wrote that song I heard the music and it was like, I'm doing fine. It was after the Love, Lesson Blues CD. That's a great success. We come back off the tour. And it was like, you know what? Really, when I think about the big scheme of things, everything that's going on, thank you, Lord. I'm doing fine. Yeah, I could complain because I got a few, my knees don't work like they used to.
Child, don't get me started.
I got the arthritis in my thumb, but you know what? I'm doing fine.
Doing fine.
That's
I think
right.
if we get to that point where, we're going to have problems, but wake up every morning thankful that you just woke up because somebody didn't wake up.
Amen. Amen.
So I'm doing fine. Every morning I wake up and the first song I play is No Weapon Formed Against Me Shall Prosper. That I've been playing for. I played it all last year and I started out playing it again this year. Because
absolutely
positive affirmations really make a difference. And we need to spread that to other people. So I'm hoping that's what our music does.
See, so that song serves dual purposes, right? The song gives you positive affirmations and also helps you get the house clean, right? Because we're all in this pandemic and people is not getting the house clean. They're not getting the clothes folded. So just put that CD on, doing fine, man. You'll be like, man, I feel better spiritually, mentally, and my house is clean. Look at that.
Not even that, John. And you're going to get that cardio in because you got to get that little.
See, doing fine.
Listen, you're going to get that cardio in. You're going to get it in. So, Queen, I want to talk about how you got on my radar. And, I'm a firm believer that and even in the bad, there's something good in the midst, because God always has a plan in everything that happens. And, even in me being upset and writing about everything that was going on, it introduced me to you. I'm in Georgia. You know what I mean? I'm all the way down in Georgia. It introduced me to you. So that is the bright side of it. But I want to talk a little bit about this, and then we're going to go on about our business.
Okay,
we're going to go on. It was so funny. The other day I had wrote on social media. It was every morning I write a positive, or I share a positive quote. And one morning I wrote shared a quote. I don't remember what the quote was per se, but in the caption I wrote, "We're going to do this and gone about our business." And someone came in the comments and said, "It's going on."
Oh, no, it's not.
No. I was raised by my great grandma. We gone about our business.
That's right.
We don't going about our business. We gone about our business.
About your business, right?
We gone about our business.
Retch around and wrench it off.
Wrench it off.
Retch around, wrench it off. And how about this? My grandmother used to say, "We heist the window. You don't lift it up. We heist it."
Okay. My grandmother and my great grandmother said, "Go on out there and sit out there on the Gary." And I'm like,
Sat down.
Sat down.
And sat down.
Sat down. Sat down. So listen, when my great grandmom start coming up out of me, y'all not gonna correct me.
Right. That part.
You retch around,
right.
You heist the window, and we gonna go on about our business.
Right.
So, Queen, what were you doing, or where were you when you found out that someone was trying to colonize your name?
Oh, Lord.
See, I love when people tell the truth. I was working. I was just, I had been in meetings all day and I was working. And I started getting, my phone had been blowing up, but I wasn't able to answer it because I was on Zoom and doing, the whole thing, working from home. And then I finally turned my phone on and received a call from Rolling Stone magazine. Wow. Now, the Rolling Stone magazine to call me, I mean, I've been in the game, but that's God.
It is.
They didn't have to call me.
No, they didn't.
I believe that. I believe that I'm in this position for a reason, and it is to help somebody else and to stand firm. Like I said, Black lives, death, pain.
There it is.
Pride
matter. Absolutely.
In case for the people in the back.
For the folks in the back.
So,
how many times have Rolling Stone called you before then?
I'm sorry?
How many times have they called you before then?
0.
So that shows you how, listen, what I'm saying is this case was so big that Rolling Stone said, I'm going to reach out to her. How can we find her? That means that they probably went on Google and they're like, Lady A, this is her. And your number's next to your picture. They found you so easily. That's the point I'm getting at. They found you so easily. So easily to find you and call you.
But let me piggyback off of that, John. Shout out to Rolling Stone.
Right.
Because shout out to Rolling Stone because for the simple fact that I have been working in media for 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. There are so many times they could have just ran that story. Someone took the extra step and went the extra mile to contact you to find out the real Lady A. Because see, you can't, listen, it's only one Lady A that we know and acknowledge. Okay.
That's right.
So what I'm saying is, shout out to that journalist for taking that extra step and to say, hold on, it's more to this. It's more to this. And everyone needs to know that there's more to this because that Rolling Stone person did not allow them to colonize your name quietly because they tend to hush stuff.
Right.
They sweep stuff under the rug. So you get this call from Rolling Stone. Mm-hmm. And you said, what? No.
You know what I said.
Woo! It started out with what?
What? To show you how God works, because pretty much that's what I said. And I said, let me call you back. Mm-hmm. How many people can say they're going to call Rolling Stone back? And they're going to pick up the phone, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I told him, I said, I'm going to have to call you back. And I had attitude. He'll tell you I had an attitude.
Absolutely.
And I calmed myself. I called my brother, called John, called him, and then I calmed down and I called Rolling Stone back.
Look, John, was you like this? Oh, Lord. Oh.
Beard, everything. Praying. Like, Jesus.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay with the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know what? I think for both of us, like I had in my news feeds, I remember I saw the story, but I didn't think nothing of it because I saw Lady Antebellum. The thing is we've always seen them Lady Antebellum. And it was never a big deal until that day. And so when Lady A called me, I started thinking back. I remember seeing something in my news feeds. And so I went back and found that news feeds. And then I was like, what? Right?
Yeah, you was like,
because it was just unbelievable. And she told me that, Rolling Stone had called her. And so we both, I think that's the moment we both was like, okay, this is bigger than us, right? Yeah. This is big. This is big time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because the same thing sort of happened to me because, with all due respect, I don't care about them. Just with all due respect. I do like country music, but it's not theirs. Right. So, I saw they were doing a name change because they had this awakening and during the Black Lives Matter movement. And I'm like, okay, why did it take a Black man to be killed by a police officer, on video for you to get an awakening and realize that you and your name has been tied to a terrible time in history, to a point and a period of history where our people were oppressed. But that's the name you've been singing and dancing and making merchandise and touring all over the world with. But now all of a sudden, now that it's a movement, now you want to hop on the movement. Right. 9 times out of 10, probably because some of us probably got in the comments and start dragging them. But now you went from carrying a name that oppresses people to turning around and trying to oppress a queen by taking her name. Somebody make it make sense. I'm about to get wound up again. I can feel it. I'm about to get wound up.
So check it out. So not only did you say you were changing your name, because let's get this straight. You did not change your name.
No.
They did not change their name. They went from Antebellum to the first letter of Antebellum.
So it still means the same thing.
So you didn't make a change. You kept what you had. You kept what you had even after you found out that I was there. And then here's the kicker. So then you get upset because I have the nerve to say, well, why don't you buy me out and so I can rebrand myself? Here I am still giving concessions.
Well,
I didn't say that. I did not want to share the name with you because I know that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
You erase me off of the social media platform that I use to sell my music.
Yep.
I have always known that you were there, but you were there as Antebellum. You did not put not one CD out as Lady A. And as soon as you do, you're going to wipe me out. And what did you do? You erased me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're trying to, but they can't. They can't erase you.
There you go, John.
They can't erase you. They can't erase you.
Just like they pay to be on these social media platforms,
of course.
So do I.
Yeah.
I don't pay as much money as they do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an independent artist, but that does not make me less relevant.
Right.
Bingo.
My name matters. My hustle matters. My grind matters. My audience matters.
Absolutely. And your tenure. You put in 20 years into building your name, building your brand, building your audience, building your music. You know, that's your name. Your name is all you got.
Name is all she got. All she got.
I mean, your name is all you got. And, you know, and I thought it was so asinine of them to just try to abbreviate the letter. If I call myself Mr. Pimp, and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to rebrand, I got saved, just call me Mr. P. Well, what does the P stand for?
Right. It's an insult to our intelligence.
It is.
That's what I don't. That's really sticks with me. It's the insult to our intelligence. And that continues to happen to us. We see what is going on right now in the world. That's privilege. Mm-hmm. Had that been us, we already know what would have happened.
Okay.
And my whole thing is people keep talking about unity, and I'm all for unity, and I think that we can all do better. We all can do better, and we all can do better. But you can't have unity until you have accountability.
Absolutely.
Because if nobody's ever accountable, you're just wrapping the same Christmas present up in new Christmas paper.
Yes.
That's my also way of saying it.
Yes. And no, that's a beautiful way of saying it as well, because the thing is, you know, with unity has to also come respect. You need to respect my grind. You need to respect my music, and you need to respect my name.
Right.
You know, and so I didn't see an issue at all with you saying, you know what, well, if y'all want to take this name, and if y'all want to try to run with it, then go ahead and buy me out so that I can have the opportunity to rebrand and start over, because I didn't just decide I was going to sing last week and then y'all came along.
Exactly. You act like I just got here.
I didn't just show up to this function. I've been here for 20 years, 9 times out of 10, 20 plus years. As a matter of fact, I probably was rocking stages while you were still rocking in somebody's cradle. You know, the thing is, it's, I'm about to get wound up. I can feel it. But you know, it's just so nauseating.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Make sense to me, then I'm good. I have asked, you know, for me, everybody makes mistakes. So there is always a redeemable, you know, everybody can be redeemed. I really do believe that, and I believe in forgiveness. Mm-hmm. So for you to stay with this name and continue to put out music and continue, and then you try to give money to an HBCU and think that that's okay. Because really, I don't think about you outside of that. I don't see the news articles unless somebody sends it to me. Right. So unless people are tagging me, I have peace from this now.
Yes.
Because God has already decided how this is going to come out, and I trust God. It's
absolutely
okay.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, you reap what you sow.
Every time. Every time.
Every time. And I just, like I said, I'm all about the unity, but you have to have accountability. You have to have respect.
Yes.
Well, you know what? what we tried to do is we did ask them very basic questions. You know, the golden rule. We simply said, what would y'all do if the tables were turned? What would you want Lady A to do if she was the one who had sold over 10 million albums and y'all was the little independent artist, right? From some unknown town in USA? What would you want her to do? You know what they said? Absolutely nothing. Right? Because the thing is we're supposed to look out for one another, right? But especially in music, I mean, even before Lady A asked them for the money to rebrand, we asked them to bring her in to their management company, their record label, and help her rebrand, right?
See?
We asked that. We proposed that. And so, you know, again, it was always Lady A bending over backwards, trying to hear what they had to say, trying to be nice. And you see what that got us. But this is the thing in that. Robin Roberts said it the other day. She said, there's a message in the mess.
All the time, every time.
Right. So you know what? It's almost like this adversity is what's going to make us stronger.
Yes. And also, you know, with this happening, you know, I mean, I was all through YouTube. I was watching every last one of your interviews. I could not get enough of you because number one, you're beautiful. And number two, you just have this beautiful energy about yourself. So I was watching all these interviews and I'm like, it took the colonizers trying to take her name for y'all to give this woman the screen time and the interviews that she has always deserved. So that was the message, you know, amongst the mess, right?
Right.
That was the testimony in the test. Because at the end of the day, I was introduced to you. I introduced you to my audience. I still have people who write me and ask me, yo, how can I support her music? And I'm like, right here. This is the website right here. Go right here. And here's Spotify. Go right here. Go right here. And you know, so although it's such just a nauseating situation, at the same time they revealed their own true colors to the entire world. And you didn't even have to open your mouth and say nothing.
Right.
That's God.
Right.
It is. Because you know why? Because no weapon what? No weapon what? No weapon what? Okay. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, you are still dropping hot singles. You still have a following. You're still singing down wherever you are booked. And at the end of the day, it almost looks like they're just trying to emulate what's already out there and already popping, because even them assuming this name that was already here in concrete,
Right.
in the bigger grand scheme of things, they didn't stop your hustle one bit. They didn't trip your step. They didn't shut your music down. They didn't hamper your music in any way, shape, or form. So you are still out here getting, you know, what you need. But let me know. But because on the outside looking in, to me, it looks like you're still killing it. But
I am still killing it. I'm still getting my hustle.
Yes.
I, came out with a new single. But unless, this is what people don't understand. Unless you know the name of my songs, you can't find me on Spotify.
Right. You're right.
Because if you put in Lady A, they come up.
Right.
I'm somewhere and
further down. Yeah.
No, I'm not even further down. You need to know the names of my songs. So how many people? I mean, I love Gregory Porter.
Yes.
But I don't know one of his songs that I can name in my head and go look it up. When I look up Gregory Porter, I want to see all of his stuff come up so I can choose the song that I want.
Yes.
If I don't want the entire album, correct?
Okay.
So now you are stuck with, if you put in Lady A, they pop up. All their music. My picture might be over here, but where is my music?
Right.
Right.
It came up before. So if you think that that is okay, that is a behavior problem. That's a privileged behavior that you have consistently shown us, and it shows up. Independent artists work and grind. People who are given things, you don't work hard. You don't know what it is to work. You don't know what it is to grind. You don't know what it is to sell CDs out of your car. You don't know what it is.
Listen.
I'm just being real. You don't know what it is to sit up all night and worry about how you're going to pay your band. You don't know what it is to figure out, you know what, your band is coming to rehearsal and they're rehearsing for free. Okay. You don't know what that is to have band members and take care of your band. Not only am I a woman in this industry. I'm a Black woman in this industry. I manage my band. I'm the boss of the band. John, I'm the leader of the people.
Look at his face. No, okay. She down here. I'm up here.
Oh,
she down
right.
here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's her.
Mm-hmm. Wait, let me right in the camera. Right there. Okay. Okay, wait. That last part.
Yeah, I was getting wound up there. But that's what I mean. Independent
yes.
Art, they do. There's another, and the good in this, because there is the downside. I've been stressed. My health was starting to fail because of it. Because of the stress of it. Because not only the weight of them, it's the responsibility that I have to my band, the responsibility I have to my team, the responsibility I have to my audience. That's a lot.
It is. It is. It is.
COVID.
Listen, who said it costs to be the boss? Okay. Someone said it costs to be the boss. Yeah. Absolutely right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where I had to take it back to God.
Yes.
For a minute, it wasn't that I had forgotten, but there was just so much coming at me at different times. People don't know what's going on in the background. A lot of it we can't talk about.
Right.
We get shut down. I got to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet. But you know what? That's where John comes in. Not only is he my brother, my producer, my best friend, he's a pastor. Mm-hmm. So he counsels me in those times when I feel like, girl, I'm out there on the ledge and he gonna have to do some of this.
Some of this. And yeah.
You know, and I appreciate him for that. And God has placed him in my life for that reason. So I'm hoping that when I wrote, when we did My Name Is All I Got.
Yes.
That's the new single, y'all.
December 15th. It dropped on December 15th. Her new single.
That's part 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, I told John, I said, I just want I want to go back to basics.
Yeah.
I want to go back to church, back to the hand claps with no music and the foot stomps. And my brother, when I tell him to do something.
Yeah.
Normally,
he get it done.
Normally he don't do it, but no, I'm playing. But with this song, with My Name Is All I Got, he put his foot in this song. And literally.
Queen. Now, because we repurpose the interviews in so many different places, I'm very careful about playing music, right? Because they try to get funny style. But would you be kind enough to give us a little bit of My Name Is All I Got live? Because I will slide right out of the seat to the flow, girl. I'm like, oh, she's singing to me live.
Just remember that I don't have everybody, but I'm gonna do my best. So
okay.
Let me sit and hope I don't fall out this chair.
All right.
Oh, they try to take my name, but my name is all I got. Yes, they try to take my name. My name is all I got. For the people in the back. Oh, yes, they trying to take my name. Oh, my name is all I got. I guess I need to look to the hills. Whence cometh all of my help. They keep on trying to drive me insane. Oh, but my name is all I got.
Yes, Queen. Yes. Woo-hoo. Listen, I was over here with the movements like put people in the bed. I was trying to come through. I could be a backup dancer now. I don't know about them vocals now. I don't know if I want to try to mess around with you with the vocals, but I'm telling you, I could be in the back. I got the moves for you.
That's the type of song you know. With back in the day, I mean, you young, but back in the day, sometimes we didn't have no music.
Nope.
The mothers on the motherboard would get to clapping and stomp.
The clap and the stomp.
And everybody would sing whether you could sing or not. And they would come out and be perfect harmony.
Absolutely.
That's what this is.
Yes.
I give my brother John, he produced this song. He wrote this song with me. And together, he did exactly what I asked him to do.
Absolutely.
It's only part 1.
Okay. It's more to come.
Later.
Okay. Well, I'll be waiting on it. I will be waiting on it. So now that you have found yourself, you are here now. And, you brought up a great point because as an independent artist, it is very important to be able to establish yourself and to be able to make your music searchable and to be able to search, And so have you taken any steps or have you taken any measures to just try to be more visible, even though you're kind of being suppressed a little, suppressed in this situation? Have you taken any steps to just maintain your visibility or keep it up?
Yeah, I think we're being intentional in the fact that I want to get back to my life. Yes. I need to get back to what we originally were doing from the beginning, as if I were retired and going back to my music. And John brought this very important, we had this team meeting and we were talking about it, and he said, let's get back to the music. Let's get back to what we said we were going to do. We have Lady A Presents Moments in Black History that's going to come up next month, where I'm interviewing different artists, 15 minutes, little vignettes, little videos. Just of moments in Black history. We have Tuck and Patty, the American jazz duo. We have Bobby Rush, blues Grammy legend. Who else? Dexter Allen. We have John, and I would just want to make this announcement on your show.
Okay, let's go. Hold on. Let's go.
His brand new CD, which he has a single coming out that I love. I'm gonna make him give it to me, girl. No,
okay.
I absolutely love it because he is an amazing producer, songwriter, vocalist, drummer, pianist, guitarist, bass player.
Let's go, John.
John is just doing it, and he has a gospel CD coming out that we are going to launch, do a CD release in March. This is what I mean by when people get, even if all this wasn't the way it is, they know I'm gonna always be me. That's why they pull me, rein me in sometimes. I'm gonna always be me. And what is important is when you get wherever you think that you are or where you need to be and you're happy and satisfied in your life, that's when you're supposed to reach back and help somebody else.
Yes.
Pull somebody else back up with you. Because we all can make it. It don't have to be this tug of war. It should be this pulling.
Yes.
And so John, I am so proud of him for his gospel CD. It is called John 3:16.
Well, listen. So look, one of my viewers have already named him John the Baptist.
John the Baptist. All right, I like that. John the Baptist.
Yes, John the Baptist.
I'm telling you, John sings like Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye, a little bit of Donny Hathaway, all encompassed. Y'all are going to love not only the single. The single is like how would you describe it, John? A rock blues.
Rock soul.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna make sure you get a copy. It's filthy.
Okay, I need it.
Yeah, but his gospel
Wonderful.
Is John 3:16. We're gonna play it at 3:16 in March. We'll make sure.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, please keep me in the loop on that. I will be front and center jamming.
Yeah. It's important that we help one another.
Yes, absolutely.
Unity of people. I don't care what color you are. Just do you. Just be kind. Be respectful.
Yes.
Right.
Intentional, be honest.
Right. And Lady A, if I can, let me add on so that everybody is aware. This is a hard thing for her. She's not going to admit it, but this is hard on. I've watched my sister cry. We done spent some phone calls where it's just a lot of silence and holding back tears, but sometimes we got to let them out. Lady A is literally in a fight for her life. Okay. Let's not mistake it. Right. But who we have on our side makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
Right. We're thankful for you. And most of all, we're thankful for God, right? Because that's all we have, because we're fighting against somebody that thinks they have unlimited resources. However, right, we know that David defeated Goliath, right? All through history. Listen, and us, we've been fighting our whole lives for what's rightfully ours.
Yes.
Right? So Lady A's in a fight for her life, because to them it's a name, but we know that Lady A is more than just her name, it's her image. It's her heritage.
It's her identity.
It's her identity, right?
Thank you.
That's what the song is about. Her name, when she says, my name is all I got, they trying to erase her heritage, her identity. We're not going to let that happen. And so what we're doing to counter them trying to suppress her is we just grinding. We just going to keep pushing her brand. We're not going to let them erase her, because they can't erase her. You know why? Because they're not the ones with the pen or the pencil who wrote her in.
See, they're not the author.
They're not the author or the finisher.
Okay. You don't want to get me started now, because listen, you John the Baptist, but I'm Zavi. You John the Baptist, but I'm Zavi the Baptist too now. Yeah. We can get it going now.
Okay.
That's what we look. By the time the interview over, we just going, wow. But you are absolutely right. And when you said it's taking her identity, because the A for you is Anita.
Exactly.
It's not A because A for Apple. It is Anita. It is who you are. And guess what? Your name is so beautiful to me because that's my mother's name.
Hey.
And it's also my daughter's middle name.
Okay.
So listen, so when I tell you, when I was in those internet streets fighting for you,
yeah,
I'm fighting for family. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting for family. My mother passed when I was 5 years old.
Aww.
So, it was important for me to keep her name.
Right.
I understand the importance of a name.
A name.
I understand. And I gave her name to my daughter. And hopefully it will keep on going to keep that name going. So when I looked and I saw what happened, and then I saw Anita, I said, I said, Father God, Father God, I come to you today. Sorry for what I said before, and so it just hit me a different way for a number of reasons. So I do understand that point.
Yeah. For you to pick up on the story was when I saw that, and I'm never going to forget this. I told God, I said, did you see this?
Yes.
No, let me talk to you about the day I'm sitting and I'm just working on. I done did the video, and I was like, when I look back at it, I was like, ooh, I was cutting up kind of bad. I was like, should I share this? And I was like, no, I'm going to share it, because the bigger picture is everyone needs to know what happened to Lady A. Right. So I shared the video. Y'all, I'm going on about my business, just doing my work. And an email popped up and it said, Lady A, and it said Queen, and I said, Lord, she done wrote me. Lord, she done sent me. I was like, Lord, the Queen.
I'm not that tech savvy, and I should be.
I said, the Queen done retch around and sent me an email. The Queen done retch around and wrote me an email, and I was just so excited. I was so excited. And I said, oh my gosh, I have to talk to her, because I was like, I want to also give you my platform. I want to continue to extend my platform to you, because we will not let you be erased in any way, shape, or form. You will not. Not never.
I appreciate that. There are so many other artists, and I always say that it's not about me. And my play daughter gets upset with me, and she says, "You're always giving, and you never just take for yourself." And it's just who I am, and I just can't get around it sometimes.
Yes.
John had to call a team meeting so they could make sure that I understand.
Do intervention.
Yes.
Yeah, they did an intervention for me to make sure that I understand the importance of what I'm doing, and I do. And history will recall this.
Absolutely.
Forgotten. History. Thank you, John. History will recall.
Yep. History's gonna see this, right?
Sure,
because this image, all they got to do is hold this up. When the kids start having show and tell, they're gonna go back in 2020. I just want to say my history was this, and they're gonna hold this up. This picture and the title will say everything. Now, if they turn it around, the class is just gonna be like, "What is going on?" That's right, because this is what happened. Yep. Right. So this tells everything. And thank you so much for this platform, because, this platform is going to tell the story as well. So, Lady A, this is just a good reminder. God has people in this city for you, people in this nation, in this world, who are going to support this. Why? Because this is an injustice. This is a modern day injustice.
It is. It is.
It's not
another.
Another. And that's why I have to fight. I could have very easily, with everything that was going on with me, and when I say they just trying to drive me insane, those lyrics are real.
Yes,
lyrics are real. With everything else that's going on in the world and all the other injustices that are going on, I have to stand though.
Yeah,
I can't let my ancestors down. I can't let the young people that I mentored down. I can't let the audiences who have followed me all this time down. I can't let you down as a young Black woman. And now your daughter's their middle name is Anita.
Listen,
Jesus.
I'm gonna show my baby. I'm gonna show my baby that cover, and I'm gonna say, look at your auntie. She got your name. She got your name.
Auntie, that's right. You know, and it is a big weight, but at the same time, I've come to a peace. God has given me a peace, and it's because of people like you.
Oh,
It really is. It's because of people like you who I want to show other folks. Just stand up, even if you got to stand alone. But God ain't gonna let you, because you're never alone.
never
alone.
Never
Don't
walk
ever give
alone.
up.
There's
Never.
a young lady who has reached out. Several people have reached out to me, but there's another young lady, Brianna Cash.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to take her name. She's fighting the same fight. The only difference is with her, God is really blessed. And all this is about God and where He has placed me.
Yes.
I have Cooley LLC law firm,
LLP.
pro bono, one of the biggest litigators
Let's
in
go.
the country. Look at
Let's
God.
go. Let's go.
Took my case pro bono. John
Wow.
brought them to me, and and I can never thank him enough, because everything was topsy-turvy for a long time.
Yeah.
And now I'm at peace, because God's going to fight this battle. We were talking yesterday, John and I were talking about the fact that, because sometimes I need to be quiet, because, like I said, sometimes you got to rein me in.
Listen.
Look. A
Listen,
lot of this.
my ICC friends already know I go beyond the call. The other day I did some other interviews, right? So I'm watching back the interviews and I'm looking at myself like, girl, you need to be better. So I made a little highlight reel, and I made a little highlight reel and I put it on my page, and I said, y'all, I give 100% effort in trying to act normal. It just don't work for me. I give 100% in trying to act normal, but it just don't work for me.
We're human.
Look at this. Look at that.
Oh, look at Anita.
Yeah, full support.
We're human, and God knows that about us. And so that's what forgiveness is for. And forgiveness is for everyone. But I want Brianna Cash is in this thing. The difference is she got lawyers she got to pay, and she ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Just like me. I got no money. I'm content. My God has blessed me to be content.
Yes.
But if there's something more for me, I have to prepare myself, which is where my team comes in. They did their little intervention thing. But we need to stand up. I ain't studying you.
Did you see how she said that? They did that little intervention.
They did their little
thing over there.
John, their little intervention. Little intervention.
I mean, you just belittled that all the way. Little intervention.
Their little intervention they tried. John, they tried to say a little something to me.
Right.
But I reached around and told them to go sit down after I heist the window.
She take that.
They're all younger than me.
Yeah.
My whole team.
Trying to wrangle the queen.
Okay. Now remember, you might be the boss, but I'm in charge.
Yeah, right. We went through that.
Okay.
I just let them say what they need to say.
Yeah. Whatever.
See that little thing he said there.
That little thing he said.
She gonna call me later and talk about that. Now, what was that little thing you said on the interview?
When you was trying to be loud.
We are inspiring somebody and encouraging somebody.
Yes.
Stand up for yourself. To be diligent and be intentional in what you are standing up for. Know that my name. I don't know what's going to happen in the court. We don't. We're a long ways. But while we're going through until we get there, I am still going to be making music. I'm still, if I got to sell it out my car,
that's right.
Go to ladyabbabyblues.com. I'm redoing my website. We shouldn't have to go through all this, but you know what? To get to, you got to go through.
Yep.
Yeah. And remember this, it don't matter what happened in the court, you won. History will show that you won. You stood up. That's the fact. You stood up, right? Because the battle is not ours, it's the Lord's. You stood up for what was right? You forgave them, but you're seeking justice. Right. And because, listen, your brand is not just your identity, it's your heritage, it's all of our ancestors, and we're all in this together. If they can do it to you, they can do it to all of us.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing. I'm sorry, Queen, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, sometimes we have to suffer in silence. We have to, this is something my team and I were talking about. And sometimes I can't say everything I want to say.
Right.
I can't say everything I want to say. Somebody else can say it but I can't see everything.
Right. That's when I'll be like, what you need me to say?
Right.
Just put in the chat. Put in the chat.
About the fact that it's almost like marching around Jericho.
Yes.
How they had marched around Jericho.
Beautiful example. Beautiful example.
I don't know. We're talking about this. How they marched around Jericho in silence. God said, "Be quiet." Just hard. So that's what we're doing right now.
Absolutely.
I'm just marching around Jericho in silence, speaking when I need to speak, and other than that, let them do what they need to do.
Absolutely. I just want to tell you just what a beautiful example. And I knew that you were going to be an awesome interview. I just knew it just because of who you are. But I just want to take a moment to tell you that you are a beautiful example of perseverance. You are a beautiful example of trusting God. You are a beautiful example of keeping your crown sitting high, regardless of whoever's trying to jump from the bottom and grab it and snatch it. You know, I could just go on and on, but I feel blessed having the opportunity to talk to you today. You too, John.
Oh, thank you so much. Likewise.
You know, I feel blessed having the opportunity to talk to you today, because even just in hearing you talk to me and tell me your side of the story and how you're dealing with it in faith. You know what I mean? You're not dealing, you know, you went through all the anger and emotions that come along with someone just trying to literally snatch something that you worked hard for. You've gone through those emotions, and you'll still go through those emotions as this process goes along. But still beautifully carrying yourself with pure royalty, crown sitting high, John behind you like, yep, security was good. Yeah. And, you know, you're just such a beautiful example. And I appreciate you for just standing up for what's right, because you are retching around for the rest of us. You know, right. You are opening doors for the rest of us who will experience things of this nature, or who may go through things unexpected like that. So I appreciate you for just being a shining example of how to carry yourself through the fire. Well, while you walking through the fire, you know, and I am here. Ice Cream Convos is here. My squad here. We here. And now it's just a matter of y'all letting me know what you need, let me know how you need it, and me getting it done for you. Because I'm going to continue to support you from the moment I knew that you was in Seattle singing down. Okay. You have got me in your corner for a lifetime.
Wonderful.
A lifetime. You have me in your corner. Look at this. Look, Crystal said, yes, done wretched around for all of us.
All of us.
Yes. So you are truly, truly a beautiful example.
And really, thank you, sis. And you are too. You're, oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you inspire me. You're one of the reasons why I need to keep going. Young women like you that's doing it. You're doing it.
Yes.
Doing it for yourself. You're doing it for others. Because I've watched your interviews. I love watching you.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Even if you do this, well, I love watching you. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to allow anybody to erase me. I will not be erased.
Yes.
So just keep looking for what we're doing to reach out and help somebody else. And that is what I'm going to do. I get back to that. I'm not going to let nothing else deter me. I'm intentional in what I'm doing, because my name is all I got.
There it is. For the people in the back.
In the back.
Okay. We're going to let the people in the back know. Yes, absolutely. So ICC friends, wherever you are watching this, if you are watching this on Facebook, if you are watching this on YouTube, be sure to visit LadyABabyBlues.com and scoop her music. If you are on Spotify, you know, subscribe to her channel. That way you don't have to look for her. You'll automatically can find her, because she will pop up on your page the way she pops up on mine. When on Saturday mornings, be feeling good, you know, feeling fine, and remember that your name is all you got. And fold them clothes.
Clothes folded, dishes washed.
Listen, Handle your business. Lady A will absolutely hold it down for you. Her music makes me feel so good. And it's just, I feel so blessed to have her with us here today, as well as you, John. Thank you so much, John. And thank you, Lady A, for giving me the opportunity to meet John as well. So now I have my queen and I got my king brother in the building. So
right on.
We just absolutely.
When his CD comes out, I'm going to send you an email.
Yes, please. Yes, please. And maybe we can have you back and you can talk about the CD and we can play some, well, I have to be careful with the music, but we can tell people where to go get the tunes and we can talk about the tunes. So
that'll be wonderful. Thank you so much.
He can do a little something live from me, like the Queen did. Because now you can't back out because the Queen went live for me.
That's right. She did it. She set the standard.
Yes, she set the bar for all of us. So, Queen, I just love you from the bottom of my heart. I am here. We will support you. We will hold you down. We will lift you up. We will be here for you as you need us. All you have to do is send up the bat signal and be like, boo, boo, and we in the building, okay? Boo, boo. And we coming through. We coming through.
I'll be like, where's she at? No, she over here. Where's she at?
Yep.
Be like, we gonna pull up. As the young kids say, we gonna pull up.
We gonna pull up.
We gonna pull up as needed. We gonna pull up as needed. So I thank you so much for just taking the time to talk to me today. John, I thank you so much for coming to talk to us today. And I thank you for just keeping this queen on her crown and her throne and just all that. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I thank you for being there for her the way that you have been.
Wonderful.
I love you, Queen.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So y'all take care and have a wonderful day. And again, everyone visit LadyABabyBlues.com and support Lady A in every way, shape, and form possible.
Yes.
Because her name is all she got. All right. All right. Love you guys. All right. Bye-bye. All right, ICC friends, thank you so much for tuning into today's podcast. Man, listen, Lady A, I love that queen. I love that queen so much. And I'm just so happy that I finally got the chance to talk to her, because when I first found out about her story, I was completely blown away that this queen who has been singing and building her career for 20 years could just have someone come along and just try to take her. No, man, ain't doing that. You ain't come and get my name. So we are not going to do this. Yes, she is absolutely fire. I love everything about her, all the way down to her beautiful smile. So guys, let's make sure we support her. LadyABabyBlues.com. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. This was actually my third interview today. So I am on fire and I'm hungry. So I'm getting ready to go, but make sure that you subscribe and share today's interview with a friend, because I want everyone, everybody, everywhere to know Lady A's name and to support this queen. Okay. So I thank you guys too. I love you guys too. And as always, I appreciate you guys. And I love all of my ICC friends. All right. So have a great day. I love you guys. And I will